talented young man. When I say young, I mean young. You're only 20 years old, right? Brazil,
Yes,
Malik,
ma'am.
give me five, baby. Give me five. Give me five. You're very young and very blessed. James, thank you for making this happen. The manager, he's standing over there with his nice hairdo. And here I am doing my show. Before we sit down and talk about you and your work, I just gotta bring this up because I went on Wednesday night. I went to the theater, to the Union Square Theater. We got an invitation. Charles Casano, Alex de Romero, and we went to see Lennon, a tribute to John Lennon in the Union Square. This is a must see. And God knows that I don't say this about every single show in New York, and I know this is the greatest place in the world and the greatest city in the world. Still, I don't think people are, committed and obliged to go to every single play. And God knows I'm picky. But this guy, John Waters, he is from Australia, and he just, I don't know, he grabs the guitar, he has a piano, and the stage is huge, and he just standing there like singing like John Lennon and talking like John Lennon with such ease. It was so beautiful to watch, and even to sit down and think about John Lennon's poetry. Such a genius. And I was so touched. So I wanted to bring that up. And, of course, very happy my dear friend is in town. Marisela, baby, show this to you. Zamora, hey, I'm making noise about my people. Princesa Rojas, Laura Astorga. We're making a lot of noise because this is a film from Costa Rica who's representing the Oscars. So I'm very thrilled and very honored. And we went to the Chelsea Film Festival. And I went to support my dear friend Mark Brokoski, actor, playwright, member of the Actors Studio. I went to see Sea of Tranquility, and I really enjoyed it very much. I don't know, Mark has a gift. He's powerful, and he's committed, and he makes it easy. And even the director, to be able to open up the film with just a close-up, you had to be very gutsy. You had to be very good. And the action and the acting and the psychology, everything, it was so powerful, and I was really happy to be there. I want to bring the director because at the end, we kind of mingle a little bit with the directors, and I'm going to bring him here with Mark, and we're going to have a good conversation about the film. Like I said to you, James, where is James? Oh, he's right there texting his girlfriend. Okay. I said, he's paying attention to the show. I said it, that the show this is a platform. What we do here, we want to support the upcoming talent. New York City is a very tough place to be, to pay rent, to pay mortgages, to keep lovers, to keep dates, to get your Facebook going, to get, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, so don't blush. It's so damn hard. So we have to be able to support one another, to support the artist. This is a place that we're struggling. We're here together, so enough of me.
Right.
You can mute. Now it's you. Thank you for making the time.
No problem, no problem.
And you gotta say to yourself, that was a long introduction, right?
Yeah, it was, but it was cool though. It was cool.
Cool. Okay, well, let's talk about you and your music. I know about you. You're only 20 years old, and you come from a large family, right?
Yes,
About
ma'am.
8 of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your parents were really busy. 8 of you.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Trust me. Nowadays, with the economy nowadays,
Yeah.
you don't see big families anymore, do you?
Yeah, not like the way it used to be.
That's why it was so shocking when I heard.
Yeah,
I said,
times
wait
is harder now.
Well, wait a second. Okay, let's talk about you and your music from the beginning. I know you're only 20, so maybe we can go back when you were 5 or 10.
5 to 10.
I mean, it was funny because we were hanging over there.
Yeah.
And you were saying, well, we're going to talk about my profession, and we're going to talk about my craft and my music. But, half of my life, he goes. And I said, what are you talking about? Half of my life?
Right.
You're 20. So, okay, when you were 10. So let's go back to when you were 5 years old. So we can talk about something here.
I mean, like I told you before, I come from a big family, so we kind of got like a musical background. My dad was into like breakdancing. My mom's a singer. And I got 8 brothers, and so most of us
Breakdance.
Yeah, breakdancing.
Breakdancing.
Yeah, so most of my brothers was breakdancers, so that's kind of why I wanted to dance, because of them. Yeah, so the first part of my life, which was the half I was telling you about.
Went from one, yeah, that's exactly.
It was in Brooklyn, and my
Okay.
parents they kept me pretty tight. So.
What do you mean when they keep it pretty tight?
Well,
Be specific.
They was kind of my mom. I had a very protective mom, but that's cool because moms, it's just love. It's all love. So she kind of kept us in. So that's why me and my bros are so close, and that's why all of us was dancing because we were always together. And people would call us like the Jackson 7 or the Jackson 6 or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And I dance still to this day. But how the singing came in was, I grew up listening to watching a lot of Disney, listening to a lot of Disney songs. You know, my mom didn't really let me listen to like hip hop and rock.
Well, I don't blame her. It's kind of scary, man. I
yeah.
tell you, I'm very open-minded. But when you hear this song using the B word here, I don't want to say it, but the B word, and I mean it's just degrading for women sometimes.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
And to be quite honest with you, this is something that I have to understand. And I don't get hip hop. That's why I'm a little bit kind of slow in the head, I guess. With rap, is so much anger involved, right?
Right.
And it's just kind of like scary when you have children. You just kind of say to yourself, wait a minute, I want to protect my own child.
Right. Yeah. But all hip hop music isn't like that. But I think at the time, because of the things that was going on, a lot of times hip hop focuses on what's going on. I mean, nowadays it's not like that anymore. But at the time, hip hop was mainly focusing on actual real problems. But it was so real that, my parents didn't really want me to really listen to stuff like that. And that was understandable, I didn't get it, but it was understandable now. But eventually I was exposed to hip hop and R&B. And I was in my 8th grade class. This guy who makes beats for Def Jam and a bunch of other movies and stuff like that. He had asked me to go into the studio, and I wasn't gonna go in because I was like, nah, I don't do singing.
Yeah.
But I actually went in, and then we did a record together, and he liked it. And I remember like just all my classmates just lined up at the door. The song was done, and it was like playing through the hallway. They was just like, who's that? And I was in the back, like, yeah, that's me. Yeah. And the girls, they liked it, so that was like,
of course.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna do this for a living.
Oh yeah.
Because the attention feels right? It feels
yeah.
good. But you knew how tough it was back then. I mean, the music business, like acting, I would say anybody who makes a film, produces a play, writes a play, sings a song, you have to have a lot of heart for what you do because God knows it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Right?
There's so many people doing it. Like they said, there's like a rapper on every corner of New York City, so it's really hard. Even with singing too, there's always someone singing in the subways.
You think it's kind of unfair to say that every rapper sounds the same, or I'm just stupid?
I don't think every rapper sounds the same. I think that when you go into like a certain art for like the same reason, it comes off as it's the same. I think individually everybody is different, but rappers will come in rapping about the same thing, and that's what makes it. That's what people say you sound the same.
Yeah, but to me, and like I said, I have to develop my taste of music, I guess, and life is a learning experience. So I have to learn, I guess, to just close my eyes and appreciate the art form.
Yeah.
But it's just, it seems to me there's a lot of anger and it's a lot of violence out there. Yeah. And we live tough, difficult times.
Right.
So music should be, I guess, to a certain degree, a reflection of what's going on inside of us, right? But how can we make it better? Because sometimes everybody seems to be so angry.
Right, yeah. I mean, for me, like my music, because, like I was saying before, when I started like listening to a lot of R&B, hip hop, my vision of my music changed. At first, I wanted to be like Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Usher. That was where my head was.
Usher is the man.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's the man. Let me tell you something. I was flipping channels last time. Where are you going, James? You're gonna use the bathroom. Okay. I'm checking out my boy. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. When you come here, Mama is the queen. Okay.
No
What I was saying, I lost my train of thought.
Usher,
yeah. I'm flipping channels, and I'm like, ooh, wait a second, because I'm a fanatic with TV, and I'm flipping channels. And then I found In the Mix. It's a movie with Usher. It's a B movie. Well, we call B movies. I shouldn't say that. But anyway, it's a B movie. But Usher is so good.
Yeah.
He's so talented, and he's a natural with acting. He seems like, I think he's in the new movie with Robert De Niro, right? He plays Sugar Ray Leonard, I think. If I'm mistaken.
I didn't hear
You know,
about
it's a
that.
new movie about
Sugar Ray.
Roberto Mano Piedra Duran, one of the great fighters ever lived. Roberto, of course, you're too young to know him, but oh man, I have a headache. Roberto Mano Piedra Duran. He was
Wait, Duran?
Yes.
Yeah, I know Duran.
Okay, you know him. Good. He was a great fighter back in the day,
Yeah.
and now they're taking his life into
Oh, wow.
a film. And Robert De Niro is part of the cast, and I know that Usher is in the film, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he's playing Sugar Ray.
I think it would be.
And Sugar Ray was my man.
Oh yeah, he was quick. He was fast
He was
too.
so
yeah.
quick and so fast, but it's not about boxing. It's about singing. So let's quit the
Oh right,
boxing, man.
yeah.
But you can throw a punch. I heard that you like boxing
Oh
too.
yeah. I do my thing.
But you don't get rough.
No,
I hope not.
Not too much. It's more just
Not
to
too much?
stay physically in shape.
Physically to stay in
Yeah.
shape, to keep your mind
Yeah,
nice and
yeah.
clean. Okay, let's go back to the music. So, do you have time? You went to college. You're going to college.
Oh yeah,
Acting?
BCC, theater.
Theaters. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think with me for acting, it's kind of like it goes along with like singing, and because I want to be in my own music video, so I'm gonna have to do some type of acting anyway. So I loved acting. I did it a lot in high school. We had a play we did In the Heights, and I
In
was
the
like,
Heights.
yeah, I was
we're
Benny.
talking about that musical last night. Mercedes said, "Oh, I went to that musical. Remember In the Heights? Yeah, that's a beautiful musical."
Yeah, it is definitely. I think it's one of the best. But yeah, so that's how theater is kind of related to me. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's all connected with singing and dancing.
But yeah, because when you're in front of the camera, when you're performing, you have to be a little relaxed, and you have to be natural, and people have to kind of like you, right?
Oh yeah.
No, having time, and let's not get personal because this is not my business. Number one question: are we friends on Facebook?
I think so. Nah,
Are we, man?
I think
'Cause
so.
I am so slow. I'm like, wait a second. I have friends that I didn't even know we were in the movies right now today. And I said, oh my God, that actor is so good. But is he your friend? I didn't even know. And next thing I know, Marcela, she's checking her notepad, her pad. I said, wait a second, Sissy, he's your friend on Facebook. You didn't even notice it. Facebook is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is.
I'm sorry, I can be shallow and superficial, but I just love it.
I mean, you got to.
What do you think?
I like Facebook too. You know, it's
But
like.
you don't spend the whole day.
Oh nah. I mean, I
Facebook.
used to when I was little, but you know.
Oh, you were little.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
a
so you're
little
not little
older.
now.
I'm a
Okay.
little older.
Okay, well,
so.
okay. So you spend a lot of time on Facebook. Okay, let's talk about the music. What do you do in terms of your training, in terms of your work? How do you prepare yourself? How do you work in your craft?
My craft, I think that my style of music is kind of weird.
Give me an acapella. Now I'm gonna feel like an American Idol. Now I'm like Simon.
Let me give you some. I'll give you some.
Bring it on, baby.
This is a
all
song
the cute
that I
tea.
made.
We're just going live.
It's called We Got Love. I got you. Now somehow, these past days ain't been working out. I've been bumping heads and clashing swords. Now somehow, baby, right on time, we just work it out. You're in my bed, we in the war. And I feel like these past fights, they've been for no reason. But some say that's the way love works. And baby, when it gets cold, yeah, we just change the season. We make it easy, but they don't understand. And here's why, no matter how much we fight, we've got love.
Very nice.
And that's the truth, you know that.
I cut you off. I'm sorry. Keep
Now
going.
when
Keep going.
life gets rough,
Life gets
we've
rough,
got
no kidding.
love. I couldn't ask for more. We've got love. So leave your bags on the floor, 'cause we've got love. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry I cut you off, but I'm a little rough.
Nah,
around
it's
the
all
edges,
good. It's
man.
all good.
You have to get
It's
used
all
to me.
good. It's all
I don't
good.
mean any bad. I really don't. I just tap my mic.
It's all good. It's all good.
And then Gloria says in the control room, Sissy, do not tap your mic, because then you have all these problems, and then you have to fix it. When you're doing the final cut and when you're editing, it's just the sound could be such a bitch.
But it's cool. I think it's natural. You know what I'm saying? You could just
Yeah.
be like sitting here.
You
and the
can't.
mic is
I can't
always
do
good.
that. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And you know what? This is an exercise. We're talking about it for actors and to
Right.
be in front of the cameras this way and to make this happen on